thing about life is you're always going to feel frustrated and rejected. Because if you really look around, when you look around, all you can see is when people are jealous and afraid. You're just going to turn that behavior on you to say, what the hell are you doing? Why would you do it that way? Instead of being together, showing a little empathy on why you're doing things a certain way. Like in a job, you can sit there, think you're doing everything 1,000%. Then you get your yearly review. They're always going to find something they can accept and be happy with. Your 80 or 90%, they got to point out that you got to work on this 10 to 20% that doesn't really make a difference in making money in a business. Because believe me, my 80% is taking care of that. And I know this for a fact because I've tested it. You do things in front of your boss and your boss's boss to show how good you are in your 80%. How you're upselling over half the people that you talk to and have a relationship with, they just see you going overboard communicating, and they don't like it. And you're thinking, well, I'm ensuring that I upsell my salary during the year. They don't like it. They want you to be on the job. They don't want you to have too much fun. For example, guy comes up with a Carhartt shirt on. I say, I bet you I can tell you what university you went to. And if they're with it, they'll say, I bet you can't. I said, Carhartt University. And then they'll laugh. And I'll say, put that on your resume. You'll get the job every time. Now, personally, I don't see a problem with developing relationships. Because a lot of times they come in and they're the ones laughing before they even come to the counter. I've even had people tell me another joke. So I do. All right, I say, who invented the hoodie in 1933? And they'll think about it and they say, I don't know. And I said, well, I thought you were going to say Mr. Hood. They laugh about that. And then I say, well, in 1933 it was called something sewing company, but they became champion in 1960. And this is where the boss doesn't like it, because if the customer hangs there for a couple seconds and there's nobody else behind them, and I've pretty much done everything in the store already, I'll continue with the story. I'll say, in 1933, Champion was headquartered in Rochester, and in the winter, in the warehouse, it would get extremely cold. The employees would be bitching about being cold because it was too much trouble to wear a winter coat. So I said, I'm embellishing the story here, but I'm assuming management got tired of hearing that. They went in and said, put a hood on that damn sweatshirt and put a hand thing in the front. And that's how they invented the hoodie. My customers learn new things every day. And my employees say, how do you come up with all this stuff? I come up with all this stuff because I care. Alright?
Yes, sir.
Usually if you buy 2 of each, you get a discount.
Oh, no, that's all right.
So what do you do budget-wise? You buy some one day and some of these other
All right,
days.
throw them in the fridge, save them for later.
Well, you save yourself about $20 a week
Damn.
by doing that. Finance 101. So breakfast, Fiji water and Hostess.
And why not?
That's like a contradiction.
Yeah, I know. Well, hey, you know, this stuff tastes good. It tastes like the Whiskey Hollow well water up there in Beeville.
Oh, it does?
Which we
You can actually taste the difference?
Yeah, yeah. I have a keen palate for water.
Oh, yeah? You know, you should buy the Smart Water and you buy 2 of them.
Yeah.
Because you'll be smart squared.
And I hate to say it, but I know Smart Water brand. and I can taste the electrolytes that they put in there.
You can?
Yeah, and that's so to me, I go, I'll do this, even though it's expensive. It's got a better flavor to it.
Whatever you want to do, free will, you know.
Yeah, indeed you do.
That was just my smart water joke, smart square.
Hey, if it did that for me, I'd probably be able to work another 10 years. Now, now I only got 3 years left.
Well, we would have been smarter earlier.
That's it.
What's going on? Need a bag today?
No, it's okay.
Little Twinkie action today?
Yep.
Must love those things.
I do. That's why I don't eat them all the time.
Would he stick a little Vienna sausage in the middle of it?
Yeah, it's my lunch.
Pretty funny. You want a bag?
Perfect. Nope, that's okay. Thank
Okay, all
you.
All right.
Have a great day.
Yep, see you. I tell employees, any job you have, you can learn and transfer skills to another job. When you do get a new job, you want to be at a +1 or +2, and they say, what do you mean? I say, before you leave this job, you get promoted. So you can laterally transfer to another job as the same position, or transfer at a higher position. That'd be a +1 or 2. Plus, you get +3 if you raise your salary. If you get another job doing exactly what you're doing now, that's a 0. You want to take a step forward and take a step up. You know what to do. Go out and help somebody. What do you mean nothing? You want to go on my YouTube video?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because look at me. I got curly hair. I got a
Whatever.
You gonna buy me a new laptop?
Every time I need to get motivated, I'm gonna just watch this video.
What you mean? I'm unmotivated? I'm just
No, you're concentrating on other things than what you're supposed to be concentrating on.
laptop.
Yeah, but you can't do anything about it now. For now, minimum effective dose, you need a charger. Go get one. See if you can get your laptop going. You're gonna need to get it going to get everything off of there. Drink of the day is water and pina colada Zip Fizz. Not my favorite, but I got 15 different flavors to go through to see what I like the best. It's always your way of thinking against theirs. And every job I've had and every boss that I've had always likes their way better. Until they come back later and say, I made a mistake. Your way was better. So somebody else's thinking just cost me an extra 70 bucks. When you're trying to make somebody happy, someone important to you, you let it go. Because I know if I left my job, my upselling abilities, that store might lose money if I left. And a few people that I've created relationships with might go down to the new place where I'm working at. Because they see me all over town. Oma and I could go out in the city. We could go anywhere in the city and somebody would either know her or me. That's what happens when you're in a public job. So on to a different subject. The 3 things that you got to teach your son when they're in junior high or high school. You got to let them know the 3 goals that they got to conquer before they graduate high school. And everything you talk about, it'll be ingrained in their head that this is what they have to do. First thing is they have to beat their mother in arm wrestling. It's not beating their father in arm wrestling, it's beating their mother. So between 10 and 12 years old, when the mother throws her arm down like a rag doll and they become embarrassed, and they were going into this competition thinking, there's no way my mother's going to beat me. I figure out, you got to look at life and see what's reality and what's attainable. When you get conquered by your mother severely, I was 12 years old when I went in, thinking there's no damn way she's going to beat me. But I was a skinny little thing. I was 88 pounds. Bam! It was over. I was embarrassed. I started lifting 50-pound straight bar curls for 2 years straight. Curls, forearms, military press. That's the exercise that built my base. Second thing that they're have ingrained in their head that they have to conquer is the second and the minute they can get their license. That's what they do. When they're 16, they get their license. The second they can do it. That creates independence. And everything they get into and accomplish, you're telling them the positive and negatives of a thing that they're doing, like careful driving, paying attention to one thing, driving and not being on your phone. Of course, the third thing is graduating high school. Probably more than half the people that I interview and hire today, they have no GED, they have no high school diploma, and they have no license. So what are you going to do? Go out and help somebody. Because as a father and a mother, it's your responsibility to make sure your kids get their driver's license. When I say that, the people know who I'm talking to. It is their job. I was getting an F+ because my son got his license when he was 17. But I created a little independent SOB, and he was going to do it on his time. And for his senior year summer job, he went out at the end of May, and I said, you're not going to get a job because all the college students coming back already came back and got the jobs. He went out on the first day and got a job. And I'm thinking most of it is because of his training that I gave him. He got lucky. He knows he got lucky. And I got lucky. Because my son is smarter than me. So I had it made when he was going through school. I didn't have to worry. My father had to worry. But I didn't have to worry.